Hello, happy Sunday. Welcome back to Fangirlz Assemble.
Where
As
we're
you
here
can
again.
see, I've given up. I'm in a comfy today. My
Amazing.
makeup didn't completely wash off from last night, and I don't care.
You're killing it, I promise. You look so comfy. Love
Icon.
that. Yeah. We love her. Mhm.
It's been a crazy weekend.
Hey.
I had a murder mystery last night. The night before, I took pictures of a cabaret thing. I saw sideshow acts. I saw people juggle fire.
Wow.
There was burlesque. I saw people stick needles through their skin.
Oh.
I watched a ska band. I photographed all. It was crazy.
That's amazing.
So it's been a time.
Very cool. I get it. We've been going out of town a lot, and it's been weird.
Yeah.
And then next week we're going to Chicago. So, by the way, Maddie, after this, tell me your Chicago places I need to go
Oh yeah.
to eat and stuff. Yeah.
Yes, I'll tell you the pizza place I like.
Awesome.
I know people dig on Chicago pizza. Joe's one of them. I don't care. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
One slice is a full ass meal.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's great.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, before we talk about our book for today, we got to talk about our sponsor, InStockTrades.com.
Mhm.
We can get your books up to 50% off. And if you spend $50, you get that free shipping in the U.S. Pretty exciting.
You know you need it.
You know you need it.
Yeah.
Again, Christmas. Listen, I know I'm not supposed to mention the name, but for people who buy gifts like me, I start planning now.
It's the best.
At a time. Because
You
now
have
I know
to.
I need to get Kristan a comfy for
Apparently.
Christmas.
I didn't know I need this in my life.
You do.
Maddie was modeling this for me before the show.
I love these.
Yeah, it looks amazing. But what you also need to do is buy books for the people you love. And make sure they get here in time. So order from IST. They're going to ship fast anyway, but just in case something sells out or anything, go there. You're going to get the best prices.
I was disappointed in the size of the Dissolving Classroom hardcover. It's smaller than the Viz hardcovers. I haven't seen the hardcover yet.
Really? Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't seen it in real life. I've seen like photos. Like how much smaller are we talking?
Yeah, because we both have the paperback.
Yeah.
We'll be upgrading.
And then what we're talking about today is a little guy, but I don't think it's any littler. Right? I don't know. I haven't put it next to my other hardcovers, but
I've got Liminal Zone right here because I haven't cleaned it since the last time we did a show.
Oh, I do. I have it too. Look at me. We both are like, no, we don't.
Oh
move
yeah,
books.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the
like
same.
the same size.
Okay. Yeah.
And no dust jacket on this one, which makes me really happy.
Me
and we've
too.
already shown this before too, but I guess on Tuesday on Over Your New Reader. But I love the glitter.
You know,
it's a bummer that shows every handprint I have, but I don't care.
Yeah, I love that it's soft.
Yeah,
and like something about the black is soft. Yeah, it does. It definitely shows every fingerprint you'll ever have. I love the glitter on the text on the cover and the spine. However, I say that with a caveat of I love it, but don't love how it comes off on your fingers.
Yeah.
So like mine is already chipping off on the spine. Like the moment I pull that out, like the O is chipped already.
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine is too.
Yeah. Well, so it's like, that's a bummer, but it looks nice and it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a story choice. I like that.
Yeah. Very cool. This is all one story. It's not an anthology like their last one. So it is continual. Trigger warning, this does talk heavily about suicide.
Like immediately.
That's like a main theme. Mm-hmm. So I want you to know that going in. I love this group though. This is very interesting to have like because usually Junji Ito books, you're following like one or two people if there's going to be a long story. But I mean, it was centralized these four people the whole time. And they look like a rock band.
Yeah.
Which I dig about them.
Yeah, I think somebody like commented and was like, why does the main guy look like Gerard Way? And I'm like, it kind of does.
He does look like Gerard Way.
Yeah, it kind of does. But this was cool too. It's not an anthology, but it is kind of short stories with the same group. It's kind of like split up like that. It does continue, but like there are like drop off points with chapter breaks and things like that, which I like how that's done. Kind of like Uzumaki.
Yeah, because it was not going where I expected it to go at all.
No, does it ever though?
I know, and I still have some confusion, but overall, very interesting.
Yeah,
so super weird. They met online, probably in like a forum or something, because this was written in 2009, I believe. And they all decided they wanted to commit suicide. And so they get together. They're like, let's do it together so we're not alone. And like they meet up together. They're all wearing black so they can find each other. And they get in a car together. And, you know, Gerard Way's like, hey, because we're going to die anyways.
I mean, look at
why
him.
don't we...
It's Gerard.
It is Gerard Way. Look at him.
Yeah, 3 Cheers era Gerard Way, for sure.
Gerard Way's the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, people who don't know.
He also wrote The Umbrella Academy for comic people
very
watching.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So he's like, hey, why don't we just share why, you know? And the reasons are very interesting. So his reason was that he kept seeing a doppelganger of himself everywhere. And he's like, okay, I've heard a story about this where this person kept seeing a doppelganger, so they knew their death was coming. So he's like, I'm not going to let that guy do it. Life is boring anyways. I'm going to get out ahead of him. And then we have our kind of our main girl, basically. So we see a lot of the story through her, where she's like, I just have a lot of anxiety. And, you know, a lot of times my visions come true and I'm seeing all these awful things happening in the future. And so for the same reason, she just wants to get out ahead of it. She doesn't want to see any of this happen. That our blonde girl, she's also seeing a version of herself antagonizing her. It's her mirror version of herself. And she reveals that the right side of her face is messed up and the left side is normal or something like that. And then our last guy, another kind of doppelganger, but not a situation. We works in a lab and they develop a very intelligent robot. And they're like, hey, let's use your body. Very interesting choice because this guy is interesting looking.
Mm-hmm. Weird chin guy here.
He's got a big old chin. Yeah. Piton is his name. Unfortunate name, by the way. But everyone likes the robot version better than him. Like, this guy's just a better you. And so he's like, I see no reason to be here. So they're all together to do that. They brought some different options. They brought pills. They brought like a little like hose so they could do from like the gas or whatever. I just Max Pizza will be delivered to you on this 26 minutes. Not this time. Elliot said he'd take me out to lunch after.
That's
Yay. Nice. It's been a treat Maddie week. It's been great. But yeah, things get really interesting, which I really like, where our girl realizes, our like prophetic anxiety girl realizes that, oh, wait a second. I'm in the car with all the doppelgangers and not with everyone else, because she can see that the blonde girl doesn't show up in the mirror. It was very cool. It was a nice start to this, and I didn't know where this was going to go, so I was like, oh, maybe this is an anthology and this is like the first story or whatever,
right?
But then she catches up with her actual people.
Also, what a great moment of like a horror suspense moment where you realize you're in a car with people you did not mean to be in a car with.
Yeah, like
that always feels like a really terrifying basic thing to put in a story, but it was just like, oh no, because like what then? You're out of control. Like, you're not in control of this car.
I still love that they told the same narrative regardless, basically giving themselves away. Because if that woman had not said anything, it would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, I think Piton's a fake one because like I hear a roaring of gears when I'm near him. Y'all just revealed yourselves.
Yeah.
But it's a cool start to it. And I was like, you could not have told me the story was going to go where it went with any of this. No.
Not at all.
I'm not sure how much to talk about all of it, but
yeah, I think
we get to the overall story, which is a little bit, I think we can talk about the rest of the story as like one whole, because this is like a very interesting story to start off with, but the rest of it really is kind of all together.
Mm-hmm. Which I think we can at least say, we won't ruin everything, but the cover comes from this like orb that one of the characters pukes up a lot of, which is shiny and glittery. and looks like a brand new mineral. So they're like, wait, this hasn't existed before. It's harder than a diamond. And then they realize, oh, maybe this is like worth money. Like maybe we can sell a lot of these. And he just keeps puking these up because of course he does.
Yeah, that's it's P-Town, which is great because like when we get to that point, this crew keeps getting together to, have a group suicide. But things keep messing up. So after this first incident, they're like, man, yeah, let's just go home. We'll come back. We'll try again later. And they keep doing this until we get to that moment where we have that character who's like, has all of these, he's like attacked or whatever. And he has all these orbs just coming out of his stomach. And all of a sudden they're like, wait, we don't need to, if we're going to die, let's at least sell this stuff and have a good time. And our girl with the face thing was like, if I can fix my face, I don't need to die anymore. It's my whole reason. And so they completely go off the path. And they're like, no, we're just going to make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
We're fine now. Proof that money does fix a lot of mental health problems. Saying.
Man.
Not fix, helps. But it's a very weird turn of events, right? Because they keep selling these, and they realize whatever pocket those things come out of is actually a portal to the other side. And that these are actually, from what we can, I won't reveal the end of it, but they contain souls. And there's this really great deeper discussion of what does that mean? And if human beings realize that these are actually souls, are they still going to farm them anyways, even though they are depleting their own resource? And that was really cool. I was like, okay, Junji Ito.
Yeah.
Was not expecting this from you. This is a very Hayao Miyazaki move, Ito.
Yeah.
Was not expecting this.
It's
Very
deeper.
cool.
Yeah, deeper than you think it would be too.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's not just some weird vomit orb story.
Yeah.
It's certainly more than that. Every time they like hit these things, by the way, because they're like, oh, they're harder than diamond. Let's see if we can break them.
Yeah.
That's when the souls come out. So there's a lot of like, what will humans do throughout this whole thing? I feel like for sure. It's very weird and very interesting.
Yeah, because I really enjoy seeing how people change from the beginning, where they're like, okay, this is the end. This is my real natural self. I'm just trying to go. And how their personality shifts as their like situation shifts within themselves. Like the ability to have money and everything else. Because our anxiety girl is like, does not change anything for me. This is still going to be bad. I'm not interested in any of this. Thank you. You have fun. But it's very interesting, that whole thing, like how they would interact with each other or betray one another or whatever for their own benefit, and what they become collectively at the end. Because there's that great picture of them all walking together that I was going to use as a thumbnail, but it wasn't great quality. Actually, I guess I can show that. Let me upload it. It was really, I like the vibe of this group a lot. It's very cool. I don't think this is going to spoil anything. Oh yeah, it's in Japanese. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like, this is so iconic to me. The way that they kind of team up together. I don't see that in Ito books a lot.
No, it was a great choice to do too. You know,
Yeah.
like let's just follow this small group of people. Other characters come in and out, but like, it's really just about this group. I thought it was really well done too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will say I felt that not that this is a good way to rate anything, but I felt that as far as Junji Ito books go, this was less comfy.
Yeah.
It was an incredible story. I thought it was very thought provoking. I really liked following this. As far as like again, somebody's gonna watch this and be like, that doesn't make sense. I know. If you're watching this for the first time, which is very unlikely, we tend to find Junji Ito books to be very there's something comfy about them. There's something so ethereal and weird. But this felt like it could be very well translated into like other horror that I've seen, other like thriller stories or psychological thrillers. Like this feels almost like a monkey's paw scenario, like those types of like stories, which is very good. But it definitely feels different than other Ito books, not in a bad way.
Yeah, in a cool way, because I feel like, yeah, I absolutely agree with you. There's something about a lot of the other stories that feel like, okay, I can pick this up anytime. I'm gonna keep feeling nice when I read it. Even the short stories, I feel like give you that real fast, you know. And it's not that like I'll revisit this someday, right? But it's certainly there's just a lot of broader themes I feel like going on than a typical Ito story.
Yeah,
in a good way.
Yeah, and I would still give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10. I think it's very good. It almost gives me the same kind of feeling of like reading Upgrades, like a very, very small, like a mini Upgrade Soul, because it has these big, big conversations in here that are really cool. Which if we were a spoiler channel, we would dig into. If this was on Old Reader, New Reader, I'd be like, all right, here's the shit. But I want to make sure this is something that you all can read, because this just came out. Like we got this 5 days ago.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want to ruin that for you. But very cool, very different.
Yeah. Not, again, I absolutely agree with you. Not what I expected. No. Even from the cover, I love, because we were like, glitter, that's fun. It wasn't just like a style, like a choice. Like it wasn't just like hey, we just want to throw some glitter in here. Like it totally made sense with the orbs, right? Yeah. And I love that too, where like they're really making the cover and the presentation make perfect sense with everything inside. That's really neat.
Yeah, very good. Check it out.
Yeah. Do it.
I think the 2 Ito books I read this month, I still like, although it's hard to relate the two.
Yeah.
I think I personally like Liminal Zone more.
Yeah. I agree.
But Black Paradox on its own is a very good book.
I do agree, though.
This is absolutely better than No Longer Human. I think I was near somebody recently that was bringing up Junji Ito, and they said they were going to read. They were like, "Oh, I heard about this book," and I was like, "Don't." I can't remember where I was, but I think maybe it was at a coffee shop or something. I was like, "Please don't read it. Just trust me," because they're like halfway through, and I was like, "Listen, it is not his story. That's why it's weird."
But was this a friend or just a person they're reading?
It's from class. I think.
Okay.
We were talking about spooky stuff, and then she's like, "Do you like manga?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like manga." And she's like, "Well, I've been reading some Junji Ito stuff." I was like, "Oh, I love Junji Ito." She's like, "Well, I got this No Longer Human book right from the library or something." I was like, when I say I love Junji Ito, there's a caveat, and that is the caveat. I was like, his other books are much better and less sexual salty.
Way less.
Yeah. So.
Pretty much non-existent, actually.
Yeah, pretty much non-existent.
Yeah.
I was like, so please just check out his other stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
The bummer about this is it's a very quick discussion.
Yeah, but hey, Joe's going to buy it. Good job, Joe.
Yeah,
you should buy it. Absolutely.
Joe, it's really cool. You'll like it.
Yeah.
I can see myself recommending this to a lot of people, too, this Black Paradox. Because I almost feel like if you're not a Junji Ito person, you might like Black Paradox.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. I agree.
Which I don't know.
As long as you're okay with like weird stories. I know. What's wrong with people?
Weirdos. Just kidding. Everyone can like whatever book that they like. Unless it's really gross or like by a person.
Or it's No Longer Human.
Or it's No Longer Human.
You can like it, but
or that Chilling Adventures of Sabrina book. I'm just kidding.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I just think it's bad.
Yeah. I also think it's bad. The Dissolving Classroom hardcover is like half an inch in both the length and width.
Wait, here's
Black Paradox is the same size. That is so strange. I'm gonna get it. It's gonna bother me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, that's so weird. What a choice.
Typical. What do you guys? I can talk. What have you guys been reading? Also, this is our last show of the month, which means we need to get our button gear and decide. Let me open up our Google Doc. Our reads for next month.
We do. Also, as a reminder, we need to decide the next show date. I will not be here on that Sunday, so
that's
our next show is coming sometime.
I'll be busy, anyways. The one book I had on here was Kaiju Score.
Oh my God, I had that written down too. Do we know how long that is?
No. Also, did you pre-order Hayao Miyazaki's new manga?
No, but I've seen it. It looks good.
I did pre-order that, so I don't know if you wanted to. We can still do Kurosawa Corpse Delivery. Well, that's a big one. Maybe leave it for December. We need shorter reads that are uplifting. I thought we decided on one. I don't remember. Oh, wait, no. Oh, that was for we're a new reader, I guess, to finish Gideon Falls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, which we do need to do.
Yeah.
It's hard because I have so many of those, but I feel like I've already like made you read them or just talk them to death, you know?
Okay, James says Kaiju Score Volume 1 is 4 issues only. That seems doable.
Okay.
Recommendations from people in the chat, please, because we're...
Please. Yeah, now I have to look around. Let's see.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like stuff that I've got that I haven't read yet, which I'm sure is so many things.
Yeah.
Like I haven't read the new Abbott book because I got the first one, but I read the second one. I need to get the rest of oh man. What's that guy's name? It was in my book video. Kanto.
Oh, yeah. I still need to finish that too. Yeah. Which I would do.
This is
only 3
content. Thanks everybody at home. I wouldn't be against reading a She-Hulk thing.
Okay.
Because that's in the, the air.
It is in the air.
I'm just going to type out options in this thing and then we can figure it out.
Okay.
Later.
I mean, if you want to get some more A Man and His Cat.
Yeah.
They're always a warm hug for me, at least.
Yeah, manga would be nice.
Yeah.
Murder Falcon. Have I read Murder Falcon?
I thought we did something together. I've definitely read it, and I feel like we talked about it.
It's very likely. I have no recollection of anything.
Yeah. Well, I understand because I'm like, did we? But I feel like we did. I feel like you, Reed, and I like reviewed that together.
That sounds right.
Also, I'm not sure I would say it's uplifting. I mean, it's great. It's really good, but like, I don't know. It's got a lot going on.
I need them good mood books.
Yeah. What about like some more Azadora at some point? It's hard whenever a series isn't complete though. So, but
so good.
I
have read the first 4. So good. Oh my god.
I have the first 5, but I would buy more.
Yeah, I think that might be all it's out right now, right? It's not that much.
Is it only 5? I thought there may be one more. I'm not sure though. Somebody will correct me. Maybe.
Okay, that's a good list to work from, and then we can kind of see where what we're feeling. I've been reading Arpeggio of Blue Steel and Crunchyroll. Can you read manga on Crunchyroll?
I feel like there's
I'm really enjoying it. Great character development, fights between battleships led by females who represent the ship's mind and spirit. That sounds familiar. I'll have to look into that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
We could do like a lot of Shonen Jump stuff because, like, I don't know about you, but I just pay that $2 a month and I have not touched it in a while.
I touched it when I caught up on One Piece. Let's see what's on. Let's see.
Oh, James is saying Azadora Volume 6 comes out in November. Okay.
I wonder if Kaguya-sama Love is War might be good. Not to read all of it. I didn't realize there's 231 chapters, but like 50 chapters.
Yeah.
If that's in the thing. Why are you... Come on, Shonen Jump. Okay, there we go. No.
I'll open this app. I don't touch now.
There we go. Because we've done Chainsaw Man, which, man, everyone's freaking out with the new anime. Apparently it's really good. Oh, they've got Romantic Killer on here? They've only got 9 chapters? I watched the whole anime this week for Romantic Killer. It's on Shonen Jump. So you should read it sometime, but it's really good. She tries to play this video game and she has to be like a trick. It's like a contract sort of deal. And this little like being comes out. It's like he calls himself a wizard. And he's like, okay, listen, due to Japan's declining population. We've been sent from the magical world to help you all by bringing romance into the lives of people who otherwise probably wouldn't ever engage with romance. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to take away your 3 favorite things, and you'll appreciate this. I think you'll like her. I'm going to take away your video games, your chocolate, and I'm going to take away your cat. He's okay. The parents just moved to America the next day and take the cat with them. And all of her clothes, all of her everything is cat. So she's like devastated. Like, until you fall in love, those things are gone for you. And she's like, no way. I'm not going to play your game. I don't care. Eventually, you'll just give up. It's so cute. And so it ends up being like a shoujo sort of situation. But there's all these kind of tropes that are placed around her. It's very good. I watched the whole show this week on Netflix. But now I know what the manga's here. That's really good.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Have you heard about Look Back from the creator of Chainsaw Man?
No.
I haven't either, but it just gave me a pop-up when I opened this app to say, hey, read it. And I was like, I think I've seen this cover.
Let's see. It's just a one-shot.
Oh, is it not that long? I thought they came up with a whole manga for it.
I don't know. It just says one shot, so I don't know.
Oh, it's 142 pages.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
That would be neat, yeah.
All right. Let me write down the list. Okay. That sounds good. Oops. All right, that's a pretty good list. So Crunchyroll has a dedicated manga section separate from their anime. Okay. I didn't realize that. Is it easy to use? Because I'm always looking for new things, but I know a lot of these aren't easy to use. I remember, man, I used to use Crunchyroll back before it was legitimate. Did you know that?
No.
Crunchyroll back in the day, it was like people would upload anime and like whatever. It wasn't a legitimate site at all.
Oh, wow.
So I guess you could say it was pirating or whatever. But
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's a very different. Yeah, it's crazy to think now it's like a thing you pay for and there's like ads because it wasn't like that back in the day.
That's neat.
I'm showing my age now. Back in the day when it was easy to watch anime and read manga online without having to worry about pop-ups. I'm always impressed by manga websites that do stay up for so long because I used one manga for like 3 years. And I was so sad it was gone. It was so easy to read things. Everything was divided by genre. Ugh. It was so
a different
good.
Time.
I read so much manga. It got me through some really hard times because I would just sit there and be like, because I just keep my hands on the arrow keys, right? Just like right. And that's it. Okay, I think we have a pretty good mix of stuff.
Yeah.
So we can see how we're feeling whenever we choose the next date or whatever.
Sounds good.
Well, sweet. And I need to decide. I'll read a new reader for next month, but I'm going to take the first Tuesday off anyways, so.
Good. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very easy to read, but it's an odd collection of titles. I'm curious now. I want to check it out.
Interesting.
I feel that way about manga that's on Comixology Unlimited. It's very odd. I mean, they've got some good reads on there, but I don't know what makes them choose. Oh, James.
James, that's so nice. And you know what? I will plug a show I'm literally doing live later at 2:30 Eastern. I'm going to have a very special guest. Very special. Maddie, I'll tell you after. I guess I could tell everybody, but like, never talked to this person on a show before, but I'm very, very excited. And we're going to talk about the books we want to read before the end of the year because there's a lot. We're trying to keep the list down to a certain amount, but I'm very excited about it. So if you want to watch live there,
there's only like 10 of us.
You're right there. Okay. You guys may know Mary M from the chat.
Mary's not going to be on a video.
Mary's going to be on a video. So it's Mary and I are going to talk. Mary's been a great book friend of mine for a while, like a long time now.
We've been begging Mary to be on stuff.
Yeah. So this may be the start of something great. So check it out. 2:30 Eastern. We'll be live talking about.
I'm more excited for Mary than I would be like a comic celebrity.
I know, right? And I'm like teasing her. I'm like, well, you guys know.
Be like, that's cool. Like Mary.
Yeah, like
Mary's gonna be.
We don't need Chris Claremont. Mary's here. Like, so excited.
Oh, it's so great. Well, I think that stuff is more exciting. I feel like we get used to people we see here in the comments like regularly. And so being able to see any of them in real life is more exciting.
Yeah, totally. I totally know what you mean.
Oh, it's like the link.
Oh, the link's there. You guys, if you want to check out, hit the notification if you want. Thanks, James. And thank you, Joe. Mary is awesome.
Mary is awesome. That is true. Well, man, I feel like everything else going on. You guys want to do some just generic Halloween discussion? What have y'all been watching?
Yeah, what have you been watching? Been reading anything spooky? I feel like
spooky movie recommendations.
Yeah,
I think this is the
only the real spooky stuff I read this month. I had a whole plan. Well, other than what we've talked about, of course. But
are you gonna do anything on Halloween?
No, I'm not. I mean, I went to wrestling with Kyle, local celebrity Kyle Starks, last night. He dressed up. I did not. It's funny. We were gonna Kyle was a Squid Game guy, and we were going to maybe do a group thing with Reed and I. But everywhere we went, I guess we waited too long to look at these costumes.
Yeah,
these stores were annihilated, and we're like, you know what? It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Also, they're just expensive, y'all. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
I got you. Yeah, I have a typical cosplayer problem. So I have a whole room full of 50 wigs, 20 costumes. I have a lot of things. When Halloween gets here every year, I fail it. Because it's not my it's just not my priority in my mind to make a Halloween costume. I will come up with so many good ideas 2 weeks after Halloween, and I will never touch them or do anything, and I'll repeat this for the rest of my life. So I never put together anything.
I feel like, as someone who doesn't cosplay, I feel like that is accurate to a lot of cosplayers. I've heard that.
Oh, yeah.
The person who cuts my hair, they were like, oh, yeah, I totally forgot Halloween was coming because, I have a room full of cosplay stuff I've made, but, that's not... I'm not... Also, they were like, I'm not going to wear that to Halloween. And I'm like, that makes sense.
Well, they're uncomfortable.
Put all that effort.
There's a lot of pieces.
There's a lot.
I don't have a lot of recognizable things. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to wear any of my 3 Donna Troy costumes out because they're going to be like, okay.
Yeah.
And I could wear Aloy, but that is incredibly complicated to put on. It's like, nah. I'm good. Yes, Barbarian is so good. Once you finish, let me know. I'll send you the podcast so you can listen to a discussion about it's not me, it's somebody else. Jessica sent it to me. Oh my god. So good. Interview with a Vampire. Oh.
I keep hearing about.
It's been good. I got AMC Plus so I could watch it. I need to watch Andor. I'm ready to finish it. Chucky. I feel like I'm gonna end up watching Chucky, and I am not a Chucky fan, but I like the actor that's in there. It's
who is it?
They were also in Sabrina, the trans character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think they played twins or something. I just see TikToks or whatever.
Gotcha.
But man, I hate Chucky.
I also don't care. Yeah, I don't.
But I've been trying to watch just any spooky stuff that shows up, like Guillermo del Toro's new anthology. I've been watching that.
I saw that pop up. I've been tempted. Is it good?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Okay. It's good to have if you want something that's just an hour-long thing that isn't related to anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Weasley's in one of them.
No, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, that's been fun. I haven't got to play any spooky games this month. Usually every year on Halloween or around it, the people who make the Dark Picture anthology series, where everybody plays as different... Basically, it's a horror movie, but you get to play the characters in it. Usually that comes out in October, but it's been pushed back to November. So, which is fine. I've been busy. I've been too busy playing Coral Island because the early release is out. It's free.
Yeah.
And you it's a farming sim. But there's a lot of people to date. I just got my first animal barn, so I'm gonna buy some cows today.
That's exciting. I love a game where you can buy cows, honestly.
I do too.
I get it, yeah. I used to love Harvest Moon back in the day.
Oh,
You know,
me too. Well, and they're
when it was
re-releasing
good.
my favorite Harvest Moon,
Yeah,
A Wonderful Life, because you could play a
oh,
girl.
that was the best
Yeah,
one.
they're re-releasing it, and
Yeah.
you can date
Oh my
anyone
gosh.
in it.
We love that. Okay, all right, is it coming out for like everything? Like,
Yeah, it'll be
I
on
assume
Switch.
like Switch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. When
I'm
is
so
that?
excited. Next
Do
year,
we
I
know?
think.
Oh, I'm looking. I'm about to
I'm so
pre-order those.
excited. I remember marrying Gustav and being obsessed with him, but then getting upset that he would still go hang out in his yurt instead of our home that we own together. So I'd get a divorce.
I love this.
But now I can be with the ladies. Very
I love
exciting.
this. Here's the thing, like I feel like there's been a lot of Harvest Moons throughout the year, and like
Yeah.
every time I read about them, they're always like, it's garbage. It's not the same, it's garbage.
Well,
And I'm
they
just like,
changed the team.
mm,
So those people went on to do other things. So I think most people would say Stardew Valley is like the one, but
right.
I can never get into it enough.
I got into it for a bit, and then I just fell out of it.
Yeah.
So
I'm just hoping Coral Island is what does it. But it's early development too, so like not all the stuff is done. But so far I like the layout a lot.
yeah.
So
Are you playing that on PC or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I got Game Pass. So like it's like I pay $10 a month, but I get to play any of the games that are on there for free.
That's fun.
Which has been great. So that's been really nice to do. Because that way I don't have to worry about always trying out new stuff or like having to pay to try it out or having like a huge Steam library. So
it's a smart way to go.
Ooh, Joe, I downloaded it. Are you playing it?
Okay, I downloaded it.
If you're playing it, I'm gonna play it.
I downloaded it, but I haven't started yet. The thing is, what got me is Kyle, actually. He texted me. He was like, are you playing Marvel Snap? And I was like, hold on, what's Marvel Snap?
The art looks good.
And he was like, well, it's the same creators as Hearthstone. And I was like, I got so into Hearthstone.
You're into Hearthstone?
Oh, yeah. Like way back when it came out, right? It's been years.
Girl,
before
it
got
go
like
to my house so we can play some card games.
Oh my god.
I got card games on card games on card games.
Before it like went pay to play and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because I guess that's when the downfall was. But oh yeah, I got so into it. I can't even tell you. I got so into it. So when he said that, I was like, oh no, I have to download it. And Kyle was like, I had to take off my phone. He was like, I couldn't stop playing it. I was like, okay, I haven't even started it yet because now I'm scared.
Well, Gus, let's try it together for a little while, and then we'll both kill ourselves off at the same time.
Okay, that sounds great. Let's do that. Yeah.
I need stuff for us to do together anyway. So
yeah. Oh, I'd love to do it.
Yeah, I love card games that are addicting on my phone.
Oh my god. Well, and I think like, and I haven't had one since Hearthstone. But I feel like I've already like been preconditioned to love a good digital like card game from thinking back to, you know, the Pokemon trading card game on Game Boy was my all-time. That was my favorite Pokemon game. My favorite Pokemon game, which is silly, but like it's true. I loved it so much.
Yeah, it's a good thing you don't computer game because I would have been like, all right, I need you to play these two things, but also you'll be able to play them with me, which would be exciting because I would need you to play Slay the Spire, which is the one that I had to delete because it was getting serious. And then Inscription, which is a story-based one, which is very cool and it has a clear ending. So then you can stop.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Oh no. We've all been there. Yeah, I finished it like within a few days after it came out. Because, you know, I'm a fan.
And what a nice smooth video turn, by the way. That's very nice.
That the poster portfolio should be at my house sometime this month.
That's exciting. You love a good poster portfolio.
I know. And it's all Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. And they're releasing new plushies. Oh, but I still don't have that Lego set.
That's exciting. Someone needs a Christmas present.
I have been asking for that Tomac Lego set.
Those are like...
I know that a cat, I'm not going to... I know the mess this is. It would need to be in its own container.
I find that's what I find so hard about those big Lego sets. Like I wanted that Stranger Things one forever because I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
But I was like, where am I going to put it? And also, even if I put it on top of a bookshelf, my cat will jump up there and knock it down at some point. And then what?
Like, that's why I like statues a lot because I mean I don't like I like the look of statues anyways. I don't get a lot of articulated things, but also because I know someone in this house, some animal in this house is going to fuck it up. Or I'm going to fuck it up.
Or Elliot will get up there and just start
I've already broken
over.
statues by dropping them. Expensive ones.
I love how you're like someone, though, and I just picture Elliot up there like a cat. Just
No, it's all me. As proof in like I love the old Nearmit opening was like the whole crew and it's just me dropping figures immediately.
Oh yeah.
That is so indicative of my life.
Yeah, that's great.
The only two statues I've really dropped and hurt are the two Sideshow 500 tons.
Oh no.
And they're fixed, luckily, because they're good quality, they super glue well together.
Good.
So it's fine. But Earth's New Minutes, I hope you're liking the ending of Zero Dawn. I think it's really good. I hope you like it. There's gonna be a lot of questions we'll have at the end, and it's very fun. Big fan of that. Oh man, what else?
Do you have, you know what, since, maybe we should do a whole show on it. I was going to ask you, but maybe we should do a whole show with us of like what we want to read before the end of the year. That could be a really like nice, not review episode if you want to do that for November.
I don't know if there's things I want to read before the end of the year.
You're like, no, I'm not reading.
I would love to finish Hair of the Ninth, and that's the only thing I'm giving you.
Okay, all right.
But that's about
that doesn't work.
Another Ice Planet Barbarians book, because I guess we're going to get all of them, because Elliot thinks it's funny.
Yeah. I hope, like, for Christmas, you just get, like, a whole stack of them. That would be hilarious.
Every time they come in, one of us opens it up on a random page, and then reads it out loud. We're like, oh, shit. Things I can't say on air here because it's just funny. Yeah. So funny.
So how many are there now? Like, is it done?
I don't know, because I know people read like the ebooks, but I don't think I think the actual releases of them are taking a while. Because I know that Target only had up to like volume 4. I think you could buy maybe. Yeah, I think you can buy the ebooks are easy, but they have like ugly covers. So if you want the nice covers, I think there's only like 4 out.
I see.
It's so dumb. Even looking at this, I'm like, why? It's like Ice Planet Barbarians, Barbarian Alien, and then either Barbarian Lover, Barbarian Mine.
Wow. Okay.
I will own all of these.
I can't wait for that section of your shelf.
It's gonna be so silly.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so silly. Well, you and I will have a new Astrid Parker or whatever.
Oh my gosh! I still haven't pre-ordered it because I'm like, well, if we somehow, I know, so I haven't done it. But if we don't go, I'm gonna pre-order it through them because you can get it signed and personalized, which is cool.
If we do, I feel like I'm gonna need to, because it's like is it like a Thursday afternoon, Thursday night?
I think it's like a Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday?
I think. I may be wrong.
Because I feel like it'd be worth it to take off like 2 days almost.
I know. It was an annoying time, I'll say that. Because I was like, oh, why does it have to land on like, I know.
Yeah. Well, I'll see. Well, I guess we can wrap it up. Not because I have pizza this time, but I am hungry.
Yeah, it's fair.
It is my lunch. I hope everybody has a good Halloween. Hope you do something fun. Or you know what? Maybe you don't, but just relax. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah. Hang out and read. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Have a good rest of your Sundays, guys.
Yeah. Check out InStockTrades.com.
Oh, yeah. Watch Kristan's channel today at 2:30?
2:30 Eastern. Check it out. I'm going to talk about books we want to read before the end of the year. We have more than Maddie wants to read, apparently. So that'll be fun.
I just can't even contemplate books right now.
I get it.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.